Hello everybody, today we'll take a look at the D5 power chord. So when we learned the G5 power chord, it was down here on the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings. And if we played our D5 power chord down there, it would be way up here on the 10th fret. And much like the G5, we'd be playing the 1st and 5th notes of the D major scale, which would be D and A, and then another D there. But as you might have noticed on an acoustic guitar, it starts to get a little trickier when you're playing way up the fretboard. So there's got to be a better way to play those power chords than there is. And it's this alternate position I'll show you today. What you'll notice is that when we learned the D major scale, we started here on the 5th string, 5th fret. That's the same note as the 6th string, 10th fret. They're both D, the exact same pitch, exact same note. And so this power chord up here will have an equivalent shifted one string up, but just 5 frets down. So what we'll do is instead of playing our D5 up here, we're going to move it up a string. So here's the pattern that you'll use. Shift up one string and down 5 frets. So if D5 was up here on the 10th fret, we're going to move up to the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings, but all the way down to the 5th fret. And now we'll be playing our D5 on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings, and it ends up being a lot more comfortable playing it here than it would be way up here. And it'll also make it easier for us to switch back and forth between chords if we keep things relatively close together. The only trouble with playing the chord down here, though, is that you can accidentally play the 6th string as well, and much like with the G5, you're only supposed to be playing 3 strings. And watch what it sounds like when we accidentally play the 6th string. It's not right. So because you're not using your middle finger in the chord, what I do is I just sort of rest it gently on the 6th string so that it mutes the string. It doesn't make any sound, but now when I play my power chord, I don't have to worry about the 6th string making noise because it's muted, and it ends up sounding like this. Let's try that along with the metronome here. And some whole notes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally some 8s. And that'll be the D5 power chord in the alternate position. So just on the, stop the metronome, on the 5th string, 4th string, and 3rd string, starting there on the 5th fret, and then 7 and 7. And once again, just playing those 3 strings and muting the rest. And we'll talk to you again soon. Take care.